This is a video covering my board game project Fornmark. The vision for this project is to capture features from different kind of games I've enjoyed since my early days. Inspired by popular role-playing games with roots from the 80s, Project Fornmark tries to capture the essence that made us love the setting and turn it into a fully fledged co-op board game experience. Please note that some placeholder images and miniatures are used and borrowed. This is a work in progress. The meat of the game consists of a core of grid-based tactical skirmish combat. Improve your odds with crazy loot. And unexpected mutations. Explore the wilderness and travel through dangerous irradiated wastelands, take on smaller side jobs, and encounter terrible beasts and strange situations. Solve great mysteries by exploring themed card decks with different challenges. Read the story while you play from the modular adventures, giving you an experience close to the role-playing games with a GM. Choose your own adventure style. This is an example starting setup in a new game for 3 players. On top we have the loot cards divided by their 3 tiers. Beneath the loot deck we have formed the town bazaar for the first day visiting the town. The enemy cards are placed within reach in the gaming area, along with a threat table that decides what kind of enemies you will be facing. The gang sheet displays your current reputation and other kinds of bonuses affecting your group. Let's take a closer look at the player characters. Stat values are used to decide your dice pool. The special ability is unique to your character and modifies gameplay. Zone rot are environmental hazards. The zone rot marker tracks your current level of zone rot. It also caps your health's max value as well as can provide you with new mutations. The red cube is your health indicator. As you take damage, it moves to the left towards KO. Once you reach KO, you lay your figure down on the board and hope your friends will survive to save you. Failing a zone rot test pushes your max health down 1 mutation tier with a green cube. It might grant you a new mutation with the same tier as your current zone rot level.
Gameplay example. It's the player's turn to activate. So I'm choosing to go for my illusions this time because I'm gonna have it easier to survive for 1 turn because the enemies are gonna have 1 less die to attack. So to make a mutation activation, you need to make an activation roll. And what you don't want is a 1 because then it fails. Something with your genes are malfunctioning as you try to activate the ability and get a migraine or whatever if you roll a 1. So it's a 2, so we're safe. Illusions are now in effect. I'm gonna turn it around to mark that I have used it this combat. And then until the next turn, the enemies have 1 less die to attack me. That was 2 action points. My last action point this turn, I'm gonna move. And you move by rolling a d6 in this game. It's a representation of all the dangers and unpredictable events that can occur during the combat scenarios. You always need to mind your surroundings, everything is constantly changing. You need to keep on your toes. So let's see how much I can walk. Only 1. That's kind of bad, so I'm actually gonna step aside here to not be in line of sight. And that forces them to approach me this turn. The enemies are currently assigned a color, and those colors can be found in the activation deck. The first enemy to activate, since we take turns activation, so the pink one is going to go first. They can move dex times 2 squares, so he's going to move 4 squares forward and see if he can try to get a hit on me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he still can't see me. You measure line of sight by drawing an imaginary line from the center of your square to the center of the target square. So his turn is over. since there's only one player in this example, the turn continues to the next enemy, which is yellow, of course. So same here, walk 4 squares forwards. 2, 3, 4. Then it's a new turn. Shuffle the activation cards. And then you make an initiative check to see what side is actually starting to activate. And that's accomplished by rolling the highest amount of dex in your party. This time the dex stat is 2 for Wilbur. His initiative check is going to be 6. You add the values together. And 6 will compete against the enemy's dex of 2, so they also roll 2. And they actually beat us, so they're going to start activating this turn. And the one who starts is pink again. Now he's going to be able to get a shot in, it seems. It's going to move forward to be able to fire. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a perfectly valid line of sight for a shot. Their weapons are in the green zone currently. They have +1 die. They have 2 for the base of dex, +1 for the rifle. So they have 3 dice in total. And they hit on force. So that's 2 hits. My worn leather armor prevents one of the damages on a 4+ roll. Oh, actually it saved one, so I only take 1 damage. There we go.